Right then. All right. We are at the Tyler's Return. Been here for a while. Got here Saturday about midday. Got my ears lowered and stopped at the dollar store on the way to the house here to get some food. That's my new thing. Instead of bringing food from home, I just go to the dollar store and get a pizza, a package of waffles, a half gallon of milk, stuff like that to eat while I'm here for the weekend. On the way out today, I gotta remember to go to the grocery store and do my grocery shopping. But yesterday, I discovered that I didn't make a list this time of things that I needed to bring to do work here. I thought, oh, I got all my tools in my tote. I just grab my tote, grab my air compressor, I'll be good to go. Everything else, yeah, that's pretty much, yeah, we're good. I get here, and I realized I was supposed to bring my 12-ton bottle jack and a 2x4 to put up the trim on the south wall of the kitchen. Remember I was talking about how the ceiling is wavy? And what I do, if you just put a straight piece of trim board up, you'll have gaps between the board and the ceiling. And you can fill those in with caulk, but that looks like ass. So what I do is I take the bottle jack and I actually bend the piece of trim board to follow the contour of the uneven ceiling, and it looks a hell of a lot better than goobering it up with caulk. Just my opinion. Forgot the bottle jack. Can't do that project. So what did I get done? This cabinet behind me and the one below it at the breakfast bar is all trimmed out, as you can see. I ran out of material. Yeah, I should have bought one more stick of the stuff. Yeah, well, I don't measure anything out. I just guess. Oh, I should need about 4 sticks. I should cover it. Inevitably, I either get too much, which is the case of some material I have on the floor here, or not enough. But let's show you. So the top is all trimmed out in the same stain as the rest of the living room. Minwax gun stock. That turned out really awesome. Yep. And below, same thing down here. And then I paneled the end caps. Look at that. Cut the contour around the log. On this side, I painted one side of the trim, the color of the trim going around the kitchen. And then on this side, it's the stain. Yep. And I started working down here, but that's where I ran out of material. But, yeah. So we got that all done. It's looking dapper. So what I'm doing now is starting the process of the kitchen counters. So first, before I do that, I cleared off this little section of remaining wall. This is the original wall that was in here. Just look at this drywall. It's just all patched and goobered up. It's horrible. That's how the whole building was. The whole inside of this place when I bought it 5 years ago. So I have to put this walnut paneling in this area here. Yeah. It's going to be somewhat easy because as you can see, I scribed a line. I'm going down here straight. Look at that. Just missed that outlet. That's perfect. There used to be an outlet there that my junk microwave was plugged into from the 1970s, but it still works. So yeah, it's junk. It's not modern, but still use it, right? So I got to put a section of paneling in here to meet up to this one, and then to this line, and then all the way up and all the way down. But I got a problem here. This counter, which is nothing but a sheet of plywood, I got to take a Sawzall, my brand new power Sawzall, and on this scribe line here, I got to cut a slot in here so that the paneling can slide in there. Ripped all this apart. Look at this mess. This section of countertop is sloped backwards like this. This piece of countertop, I have no idea how it is in relation to level, but it looks like it slopes towards me. It's all kittywampus. So I'm going to go over the top of that with butcher block, which I'm going to stain. More than likely, I'm going to stain it my dark mahogany, and then I'm going to put barcoat polyurethane on the top, nice and thick. What I'm working on here is I took everything that was sitting here. This was just a collection in this area of boxes of screws and hardware and brad nails and things like that. And I cleaned all that up. This is all going to be cut out of here with the new amazing Sawzall. And it's going to be replaced with some cedar posts. Yeah, I'm going to go get a cedar post, and I'm going to peel all the bark off of it. I'm going to sand it to bring out the red wood grain. Then I'm going to put some heavy coats of gloss polyurethane over the top of it, and that's what's going to go here in its place. But I have an electrical outlet right here, which, let me tell you, is invaluable. I use the living daylights out of that, so I'm going to retain that for the future owner. The under cabinet light that I have here is just a cheap temporary LED light fixture. So I'm going to run some light fixtures or rope lighting or something down the length of the underside of this cabinet to light the counter. Yeah. And that has to get wired in with a switch. Yeah. So on this particular cedar post, it's going to replace this Bensonhurst pieced together monstrosity. I'm actually going to have to hollow out the post so that I can recess a receptacle, a light receptacle or outlet into the post. Yep. That'll be a challenge. Yeah, that'll be a challenge. But today, the mission today, this is not structural. This isn't holding anything up. So that today, there's wires. They come up through there. See that? To feed the outlet. I have to disconnect all of this, undo all of this, cut out the posts without cutting the wire, to open it up so that I can replace it with the cedar posts. So that'll be a big job. Yep. Yep. And then we're going to draw up a blueprint. We're going to take measurements of the counters, and so I can put together a material list. What I need to get some more trim material to put around corners, things like that, corner trim, inside and outside. So eventually, up here where I put my light fixture in, all the corners there will be trimmed in with inside corners trim. There's going to be a backsplash material all the way around here that goes all the way up to the scribe line that I made, all the way down the line, all the way down to there. Some sort of backsplash tiles or something. And again, I'm not going to go overboard on price. I'm going to try to do this cheap. They make, I mean, you can look at the condition of this drywall. Look at this. Here's a patch piece. Here's a patch piece. Look at this, all this mud. And it's horrible. So I'm going to have to come in here with a flap wheel, sander, smooth all that down before I can put the backsplash material up. Yep. So that's what I'm working on, guys. Yeah, slowly but surely. Rome wasn't built in a day. But once again, I was stressing out last night about the fact that winter's coming fast. Hell, it's what is it outside? I woke up, there was condensation on the windows. It was so cool outside. Yeah, 59 degrees. So when I first got up around 4, it was probably 50 or less outside. Yeah, the windows on the Jeep were all frosted up. We're not frosted, but you know, had moisture on them. Winter's coming, and I do not want to heat this building in the winter when I'm not here. Nope. Back when I was living here, 7 days a week, my heat bill, electric bill, gas, was $200, almost $300 a month. Now, granted, I kept the inside of this place at around 70. If I'm not here, it'll be at 55, but just to keep the pipes from freezing. But I got to worry about the fact that sometimes the furnace goes out. The pilot light blows out. And then I got no heat. And that's why a big reason I installed the fire stove in the corner as an emergency backup heat source, in case the furnace quit when I wasn't home. Now, my trips away from home at that time comprised of maybe a 3-day weekend up at camp. You know, 2 days spent down at Mia's place. So I wasn't away for very long. Now I'm away for a week at a time. So what I might do, if I get stuck with this place through the winter, oh Lord, hopefully not. I might see if they make a Bluetooth thermometer. You would think so. Well, you can get a thermostat for your house. What is it called? Quest or something like that. And it's Bluetooth, and it will give you a readout to your phone. It'll warn you. You can check in on it and see what the temperature is in here. And if it drops below a certain threshold, it'll send you an alert on your phone. I might invest in one of those just for peace of mind. And if that alarm goes off, I'm going to get my ass down here one way or another and deal with the issue, right? So, yeah, that's smart. A smart thermostat that'll tell me what's going on while I'm not here. So, that's what we're working on. So, the trim work is at a standstill because I don't have enough materials, but I am going to install that panel on that wall, that white wall back here, right there. We'll get that finished out, and then we are going to knock out those support posts with a saw and free that space up, and then I'll draw up a blueprint of what I need for butcher block and try to put that in a budget. And keep working on this. So we're on the home stretch, literally on the home stretch. The next thing that happens after this, or it could happen sooner, is I need to move everything, the remainder of my stuff out of here. There's stuff in the back bedroom. The spare bedroom has stuff in it, of course. The bathroom needs to be dismantled. All my signs and decorations and stuff that are in the bathroom need to come down. The spare room has to be packed up, organized, and moved. And this is where Mia or whoever would be a huge help, you know. They could be doing that while I'm working on the construction. And nobody wants to step up. Why? Because I'm an asshole. I'm a realist and a factualist. That's not a word, but I like it, so I'm going to keep using it. And women can't handle that. They want you to be real. They don't want you to be fake. They don't want you to be a sociopath. But they don't want you to be 100% real. Selective reality. Have a filter. Humans suck. At least I can tell my cat she's a fat bastard. And she still loves me. She still doesn't run away. She still meow, 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 meow. She just looks at me like, huh, he's got another name for me. Fat bastard. Animals are cool. Anyway, Mia is in Indiana, and it turns out it was an overnight job, and I didn't know that. Stands to reason, though. Indiana's a long ways away. So now she's working weekends and weekdays. So what she does, or what they do, and this is like a lot of employers do, is they give her a day or two off during the week to recover. I'm working. my job, which is Monday through Friday. So we never spend time together. We never see each other. We never do anything together. She sits at home and works in her yard and sleeps. So she's all ready to go for her loyalty to the Amish Mafia. Yeah, this ain't working out. Nope. It's not what I want in a life partner anyway. Life's too short, right? I want someone that puts me first. Yeah, that's selfish. But when they're putting me first, they're putting us first. Time spent together is time you'll never get back. Right? So, whether it's going on a date, going out for a fish fry or a pizza or something like that, or sitting here at the Turd for the weekend working on projects, we're together, spending time. Yeah, it's not your traditional date. Let's go to a dinner and a movie and then go back to my place and get half in the bag and knock boots. And you essentially paid for your sex. It's not that, but it's time together. And then the next day comes, and you're never getting the previous day back. So Mia is off showing her loyalty and dedication to the situation that's most important in her life. She's making that obvious. The extra money is nice, is what she says. Which she then uses to buy stuff for the lake house. But she never spends time with me working on this mission or working on the lake house anymore. So you're buying stuff for a future that might not happen? Who does that? Well, I guess people that invest in the stock market. Not happy. And I've made that clear to her in a roundabout way. And she has actually observed it. She commented on it yesterday. But she doesn't seem to care. So this super pill that she's on is directly affecting her brain in a positive way, making her confident, foolhardy. Yeah, I can drive a 1-ton dually pickup truck with a gooseneck trailer on the back that has a bulldozer on it all the way through the Twin Cities downtown during rush hour. No problem. But it has also taken away her sex drive, because I flirt with that sort of stuff all the time, and she just laughs it off. Your mind's always in the gutter. Yeah, take a hint. And she has no empathy and sympathy for others except herself. It's made her selfish. Except when it comes to the Amish Mafia. It's messed up. So, I had a talk with Yahweh this morning about this. I'm like, what do you want me to do here? You want me to hold out for this person? There's other people that are interested in me. Yeah, just saying. I have other options immediately. But I do not want to make a mortal mistake of being impatient, compulsive, selfish, of my own needs and wants, and kicking me into the ditch again because she's not measuring up, and picking somebody else, and that's not Yahweh's plan for me, right? Unbeknownst to me, I'd be going against his will as to who he wants me to be with. I still firmly believe he sent me, Mia, as an angel to rescue me from the cesspool I was playing around in that was nothing but a journey to nowhere and damn near got me killed. That's what I think. Of all the men that Mia could have chosen, based on her looks, based on her financial status, her knowledge as a doctor, things like this, she picked me. Knuckle dragging, plaid shirt wearing, sophisticated redneck me. Okay. It's been an on again, off again thing for 6 years. But she's still here. Whereas normally, in a relationship, if it doesn't work out, she locks and blocks, and it's water under the bridge, and she never goes back. But she keeps coming back to me. So that tells me something. I pay attention to patterns of behavior, right? So that says something. And if that's the case, if I defy that situation and I choose somebody else that's easier, that appears like they're going to be more cohesive to fit the struggles I'm going through right now with not having a teammate to help me with this, and you know what I mean? And I sit back in my chair and I go, yeah, great decision, Ken. Perfect. She's exactly what you need and want right now. This is awesome. And that wasn't what Yahweh wanted for me. I'm defying Yahweh. So this morning I had a talk with him. And I basically said, Jesus, take the wheel. If Mia is the chosen one, change her behavior to show that. Give her a radical revelation or transformation so she starts to put me first, starts to put us first. She starts to understand the importance of this mission I'm currently on. The criticalness of this. She doesn't seem to care. I expressed that winter's coming on fast and I'm scared of having to pay the heat for this place. Oh, it's a long ways off. She placates things, right? Yeah, she doesn't sweat shit like she used to before the super bill. She's now living her life by the seat of her pants. I ask her, what does the Amish Mafia have you doing today? I don't know. I don't care. I'm just waiting for the boss to contact me and let me know what we're doing. It's all good. It's not how I roll. I'm a planner. I want to know. You know what I mean? So, I asked Yahweh to make a change in her. He's done that once already. When she ran away this last time for trivial reasons, because I wouldn't walk her across the street. I wouldn't introduce her to coworkers I didn't even know yet. And what was the other one? Oh, I was talking to a situationship about some severe weather that was happening all around us. She ran away. I hope my ring fits her finger. That's what she yelled as she drove out of the trailer park. That's fitting trailer park behavior. Yeah. I was talking to Tony across the street at the restaurant yesterday. He was cooking at the cafe. And I said, any drama in the park? He said, oh yeah. He said a couple nights ago, the miscreants that live 2 doors down from you to the south, there was a bunch of screaming and hollering, and they broke the railing on the deck. They kicked the railing off the deck. The cops showed up, hauled people away. Oh yeah. It's the daughter, or the granddaughter, I think it might be a granddaughter, of the disabled lady that lives there. The disabled lady that lives there is not the problem. This is what I was telling Tony about. Oh, and I ran into Connie and Greg too. Tony's mom and new stepdad of sorts. We'll get into that in a little bit. But anyway, it's not the grandma in the wheelchair that's the problem. It's the people she surrounds herself with. And that's what happens in this park. Lisa and Jerry are very good at picking the tenants that qualify to be in here. And they are good people. No problems with them, the renters or the buyers. It's the people in their surroundings that they bring in that are the problems. Now, here's a shining example of how nice this place is. Even though it's a bleeding eyesore, your eyes will bleed when you drive through here. Beavertooth and Ichabod, my friends 2 doors down from Tony, they had a party last night. Birthday party for somebody that they know. There was vehicles lined up. It was pretty good size. Must have been about 12 cars here, 12 vehicles. I thought to myself, here we go. They like to drink. Ichabod's an alcoholic, straight up. I thought, here we go. Wee hours of the morning, I'm going to hear fighting and hollering and smashing and shit. I got up at 6 o'clock this morning. That's when I woke up, slept in. I look out the window expecting to see some cars over there. Nobody there. Just Beavertooth and Ichabod's vehicle. Well, that ain't cool. You know there was drinking going on, big time. That means people drove out of here last night drunk. Not cool. If I was to do that, I'd set up a tent encampment in my yard, and I would require the people to either have a designated driver or turn their keys in and spend the night in a tent out in the yard. Anyway, but there's no trouble. Yeah. 2 doors down to the south, it's nothing but a Jerry Springer, Maury Povich, Judge Judy shit show. So anyway, back to Tony and all that. So I'm in the cafe yesterday getting some breakfast. Got to talk to Tony. He's the one that told me about the drama. But in walks Connie and Greg, Tony's mom and stepdad, right? Shining example of a sugar daddy situation here. Not only did Greg build a big $1,000,000 house on the Wisconsin River down the road a ways. He bought her a fancy new Genesis SUV. And now they're going on trips. She quit her job, has officially retired at the age of 50 something. And I said, oh, what are you guys up to? Oh, we're heading out to Denver. What? Yeah, we're just taking a road trip to Denver for a country music concert. And we're going to take the back roads and the scenic highways and stuff. And take a week and just go on a road trip. Yeah, I quit my job. Yeah, I'm retired. And we're just going to live. We're going to love life. In my head, I'm going, you gold digging son of a bitch. Yeah. Oh, well, some people hit the jackpot in that way. Not this guy. Yeah, I'm supposedly dating a multimillionaire, but all of her fortune is locked up in a trust fund that we will probably never have access to or see. And she's basically like all the other knuckle-dragging miscreants I've hitched my wagon to that are living off of $1,200 a month subsistence from the government, or in this case, a trust fund. And therefore, she has to work for the Amish Mafia 24/7, 7 days a week, just for a little extra spending money. Meanwhile, I got women sniffing up my shorts legs that have good careers. They got their shit together. They own houses, they own property, and they're interested in me. And they would be a great viable option as a financial contributor to my financial contributions to the team to have a better life. Come on, Yahweh. Tell me what I'm supposed to do. Anyway, dove down a rabbit hole there. But we're gonna get some stuff done today. I still want to cut out of here about noonish. I gotta remember to go to the grocery store. Totally forgot last time. Just was in such a hurry to get back home to the lake house, to the Zen spot, that I just totally forgot. Yeah. So I've been digging mystery meat out of the frickin' freezer at home, and that's what I've been eating for dinner. What is this? I didn't label this. Kind of looks like a pork chop. Yeah. And I've been going to Quick Trip and buying 1 pound logs of hamburger and making hamburger steaks, because their hamburger's on sale right now for $3 something a pound. Stocking up, right? Might pick up some more today, actually, on the way out. But anyway, so we're gonna get some stuff done today here. I got about 3 hours to work on this. Then we'll go to the grocery store, load up the Jeep. I am gonna swing by Scrunchy's place and drop off a bunch of chicken in the woods, mushrooms. When I went out to harvest the patch that I first saw that I wanted for her, there was 2 new ones. I'll put the picture. They were gorgeous. Looked like lava coming out of the log. I'll have the picture as the header picture for this video. Beautiful. But I don't care to eat them. Little too rich in flavor and texture for my blood. But she likes them. She has somebody, I think, at work that likes it as well, so she'll probably pass them on, which is fine with me. I'm glad they're going to use instead of going to waste. So, all right. If I can remember, maybe I'll make a follow-up video to show you where I'm at when I lock up the doors and we'll go from there. So stay tuned.